Make sure I got this right. Make sure I got this all set up right. All good, all good. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Make sure y'all can hear me. All the good things, all the good vibes on purpose. I want to make sure as we get better with this new live and stream that we have over here with the comparable land structure, that y'all be entertained. Y'all be entertained, whether you're on your lunch break, whether y'all not at work, whether y'all look sneaking at work and y'all catching me giving y'all some good vibes, some good energy on purpose. It's much appreciated. For all y'all that's new, I'm Dr. Mario McCoy, CEO, founder, taxpayer, good vibe, everything comparable, and your favorite business entrepreneur and leadership coach at Structure. So we are going live on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different streams at one time. At one time. And I wanted to show y'all. I don't want y'all to see all of my ADHD because I got like 42 different windows open at one time. But this is my first time walking through this, and I want to make sure that it looks good. It's feasibly and visually acceptable for what y'all are about to see, because this is a dope milestone really for Incomparable. We've been in business going on 7 years now, and for all y'all that are not familiar, Incomparable is 100% bootstrapped by myself. No venture capitalists, no funding, no co-founder, none of that, right? So I started Incomparable in 2019 based off of a dream that I've had since I was a young boy. My mama, she always tell me it's man law to never leave the house without a watch on. And at the time, this was pre-pandemic, so it was less than 10 Black-owned watch companies per data in the United States of America. So we started Incomparable with a grandiose dream of being more than watches, taking the stairs instead of feeling entitled and skipping steps and losing our way or losing our whole cultural aesthetic, losing who we are as a company, because it is more than just me. Incomparable does have a super dope creative marketing director, my dope brand ambassador team. My dope brand ambassador team, and amongst others that keep the Incomparable engine going, for y'all, our eyewear division. And before we even get to the eyewear division, I really just want to talk about the overall online store growth, and we're actually making this transition, now to being more of a, y'all can get tired of hearing this instrumental. And for all of y'all that know me, y'all know where this instrumental's from. From being an online store to being more so of an online studio, being more so of an educational hub, being a brand that's transitioning from Black-owned first to excellence first and Black-owned second. It's not necessarily a priority type of thing, but we want to present ourselves in a light that includes us, that places us first, that places us as priority. But we want to make sure that we are taken seriously down the line as a company that is not only just watches and eyewear, but a premium modern minimalist company. And we want to represent BB voice for individuals in a quiet luxury accessories aesthetic, right? So that started with a lot of rebranding. It started with a lot of hard conversations. It started with a lot of hard realization. It started with a lot of things that I thought that I was doing, and I wasn't. If I'm just being completely 100% honest with you. As a CEO, your company, for the most part, is your baby. And I say this a lot to a lot of my coaching clients at structure, like your company is your baby. So you may not see things, in the same light that the general public does, and you may not see things in a space where the general public will necessarily agree with you, right? And what I mean by the general public, even if we could scale that down, bottleneck that down, right? So not even necessarily general public, even your target niche, your target demographic, the people who you want to see wearing incomparable, right? So these are all hard discussions, checking myself that I had to have, like in the mirror as I set this up and built this up for you, right? With incomparable, our first real placement, like on a national space, was with Walmart, and couldn't be more grateful for the opportunity. And this is before Walmart really started to make the transition that they're making now to be more modern, definitely more omni-channel, all the above, right? And at the time, incomparable, our materials weren't as great as they were now. Our prices were definitely lower, and we knew that we had some visual work to do. I knew that we had some visual work to do if I wanted for us to compete and be taken seriously, as a lot of our competitors in the same price scale at the time point, is real, and realizing that we weren't ready to be where we are today. And for all of y'all that may or may not be familiar, I have epilepsy. So I had seizures and almost died. And that was honestly one of the best things to ever happen to me, because it makes me sit down. It makes me not have to do any and everything, overwork myself, overexert myself, think that every single thing just has to go out right now. It really made me calm down as an individual. And as a CEO, for my fellow CEOs that's watching this, for my aspiring CEOs that's watching this, you don't want for your life to almost end for you to realize that you have to have systems and structure and proper business etiquette and proper individuals around you to see your growth, and will definitely take over for you whenever you need them to, and will definitely act and be accountable partners for your vision, for your dream, whenever you're not able to, right? Because it's going to be sometimes when you're not able to give 100% to your business. You might be able to give 10% to your business. You might be able to give 25% to your business. You might be able to give 50% to your business. You might need a break, right? So these are all things as a CEO that I really began to hold myself accountable for, right? We slowed up our release and product because incomparable is intentional, not heritage. We're intentional, not fast fashion. We are advancing, not staying stagnant, right? And with knowing these things, we really had to make a lot of changes to our core values, and really had to make a lot of changes to who we are, what we want to represent, and y'all being a walking billboard for Incomparable. For all y'all that's not familiar, Incomparable is in all 50 states, over 20 countries, and we almost closed down. And with knowing that, it's more so keeping the business, in line, and being a voice for the individuals who know that we're not the same as what we're seeing out here in these streets. We're not like these other individuals who want to be in modern minimalism, or who may like have a longer reach than us, because we champion being able to reach our elites like y'all that's watching. I'm very, very, very much so grateful for every individual that's ever worn Incomparable, that's referred Incomparable, that champions feeling incomparable, looking incomparable, because we've made a lot of changes throughout the years. A lot of changes. At first, it was advance your risk being our tagline. Now, in order for us to be taken seriously as a premium modern minimalist company, it's advance with intention. Our core values used to be our faith pillars, which was focus, authenticity, value, and experience. Now it's inspiration, authenticity, intention, and advance. Right? So we want to make sure that we speak directly to our customer identity. I even like using the term customer, if I'm being honest with you. We like to speak directly to our client's identity. I mean, but necessarily just making it about a material thing, because everybody that's watching this, you are a walking billboard for Incomparable. Incomparable isn't a walking billboard for you. right? So we want to make sure that we have that brand loyalty, that brand identity, those spaces that as a leadership and an entrepreneur coach, like those are things that I definitely preach to my clients. And I can't preach that to my clients without it being a focal point for my own growing company. And it's just crazy looking back because one, we have so much work to do, and two, we've been featured in places like, and we bring this up because it's a know, like, trust factor, right? So GQ, Vogue, Forbes, LA Weekly, New York Weekly, Entrepreneur Action and Vision, a slew of different podcasts, Fashion Good Magazine, so many different spots, Voyage Houston, et cetera, right? So from the local to regional scale to national, right? And that's because people identify with their identity being incomparable. And I had to have that hard look at myself in the mirror and be like, do I really want to be looked at as just a fashion accessory? Or do we really want to really dig deep and have that brand loyalty space with y'all? So I really want to make sure that I'm able to share this with y'all. And for y'all that are not subscribed, make sure that y'all visit incomparableife.com. That's NCMPRBLIFE.com. Follow us on all our socials. And stay connected because y'all would have saw this first. So let me make sure that I screen share this correctly. Welcome to the new and improved incomparableife.com. This is Matchless, and this is really important for me to show y'all because we hide this bar. Because I want y'all to see everything. This is super important for me to show y'all because this is Deja, one of our brand ambassadors and partners with Incomparable. This is Ashley. This is Trey Rogers. That's yours truly. That's the arm of Eric Jackson, the creative marketing director for Incomparable. And you're able to see how all of us exude greatness. We got Rox right there, one of our creative marketing directors and photographers for Incomparable. You're able to see how all of us are masters at our craft, are masters in our own field. Whether it's business, whether it's modeling, whether it's in the studio where culture meets confidence, whether it's golfing, you know, having a visual aesthetic that represents advancing with intention, that represents being matchless without an equal, like that is like the focal point of incomparableife.com. So that video being here, overlooking Houston, because it's our headquarters, overlooking Houston, and you're able to see that it's more than just, you know, the watches and the eyewear, holding things in hand. It's more so we want you to include Incomparable in your identity. We want you to include Incomparable in your events. We want you to include Incomparable as far as being inspired to don't be regular, be incomparable. We want you to include Incomparable whenever you feel authentic and doing whatever it is that you're doing in your life, right? So it's more than just a watch. We like to exude the point that it's more than a watch. It's where culture meets confidence, right? So we'll get to the menu and all that in a minute. But that's Trey, that's Deja, that's Ashley, that's Eric, and they made me be in the front. So here's what you guys are starting to see here: the Your Vision Advance and Welcome to Elevation, right? With Incomparable, we are a premium modern minimalist brand, and we do not release mass produce items. So we're going to talk a little bit more about this, but this is definitely more like a seasonal look because we really like to have our focal points at being with rose golds, being with browns, being with cocos, being with the orange sandalwood. That's really big for this fall, and exuding the minimalist aesthetic that you're going to see and love on just, you know, throughout the site, right? So here, this took me some work, y'all. This took me some work. Right now, we're looking at the Advanced Collection. All these are limited edition, and we have Advanced Chrome, Advanced Cocoa, advanced blush, these are all coarse movement, and advanced black sands. Of course, there's more colors, but you can try them on. All that good stuff over here. You got the wish list and all that. That's right here. All of these things are intricately and purposely placed. With having virtual try on, I'd be really skeptical about it, y'all, because I'm like, do I want to keep it? Do y'all like it? Do y'all love on it? If y'all do, drop a comment, because I'm gonna keep it based on how y'all feel. But you're able to see Advanced Crown, Advanced Envy, Advanced King, that's sold out spot small, and Advanced Midnight Blue, this used to be Advanced Strip. So we have had all new photos, all new things have been done. Shout out to all of our dope models, all our dope people that have been Incomparable in doing that. And our tinted lenses, this was really big for Incomparable here because this is dusk right here. And you're able to see through Tap Shop because it didn't look like this before. Let me go ahead and decline these cookies. They already be in my email all the time anyway, right? So y'all be feeling. So with the Clarity Collection, we're able to see a small excerpt of why we produced it, why it's designed for those with advanced with attention. Our premium unisex glasses are available with optional prescription lenses. So yes, we do have prescription for it at incomparable.com, but they do come standard with blue light and anti-reflective coating. So all of y'all that love to wear eyewear and you got 20/20 vision, first off, I'm a hater. And second, you can definitely get them without prescription. So you're gonna see that right here. All right, so virtual meetings and weekend moments after transition lenses for your understated, versatile, unapologetically incomparable style. So you're able to see we have 6 different colorways here. We get a lot of questions based off of what we have, and they're all unisex. So we did this on purpose as far as the model placement, as far as the actual tints inside the lenses, because we have specific colorways and we feel like that y'all will love on the most. So we have Oakwood, we have Focused, we have Dusk, we have Clearview, we have Haze, and we have Manifest. And you can wish list them as well. That's what that heart is right there too. And the plus, you can add it to your bag all easily. And you can try these on as well. And you're able to see here, you're gonna see Eric's wrist here. And it's a brief excerpt as far as like what my love is for curating quiet luxury accessories for you guys. And I really want for y'all to really browse and take in an online studio because everything comes with a reasoning, right? Everything has a specific point to it. And with knowing that, I didn't initially have this on previous versions of incomparable.com. I didn't go as deep as far as making poignant points, as far as these are more than pieces, these are stories, interweaving culture and confidence. I'm so excited for y'all to go with the Incomparable experience. I'm super excited for that because we're able to see, where we're headed, right? And we talk about, our pillars: inspiration, authenticity, advance, and attention. Design with excellence, inspired by experience. And there's my big old head. So y'all are able to definitely subscribe because elites know first. Y'all know everything first. And excuse me, I want to make sure that one, I'm very transparent regarding our email and text threads for our elites, because y'all definitely get things that's not intended for casuals, right? And with knowing this, we have become very selective as far as who gets what, as far as our segments for email. That's going to be a different live for a different day. But because I really just wanted to show y'all the deep level of the new and improved online store. But knowing this, if y'all are not subscribed, it's only certain days out the week that y'all gonna get emails. Y'all gonna want to pay attention to that. Y'all gonna want to visit incomparable.com, tap in your email, tap subscribe. Gonna get that 2FA for the verification to make sure that we know that you're human. And we're gonna build from there. So you're able to see up top, everything is purposely placed as far as a category. So our Iris Clarity Collection, all the watches, Advanced, Elevate, Link, Petite, and our Elite Collector's Case. But here's where I really want to build with y'all at. The About section. We can talk about the stockist and where we're at in a second. But the About section is really deep for me because this is where we've made like a real high amount of changes. Right? We have our story, company, me being the founder, our Incomparable Scholarship Fund. Let's tap that first. I look really self-centered. Like, it's a lot to me because y'all wanted it. If I'm being honest, that's when I got my doctorate from University of Southern California in '06 at the Good Bros. And this is our Creative Conform Scholarship. So you're able to see I'm my brand. Yeah, this is where I spoke most recently at Cullen High School with a partnership with Cool Dad that's here in Houston, Texas. And shameless plug, you definitely can shop exclusive and comparable at Cool Dad. So everybody that's in the Texas area, everybody that's in Houston, people that have been asking, are we in stores? We are in select stores. We are at Cool Dad. So definitely visit them on Riverview Road in the Edo area in Houston. That's Cool X Dad. Thank you later. But making sure that I'm not really the big fan of saying give back, but staying present with tomorrow's leaders. Like that's really important for me. With being an individual who is a college dropout turned doctor, I started the Incomparable Scholarship Fund. It was introduced in 2020. Like I've even made it a point to even introduce myself to high school students, college students, people that's looking to start their own companies, and really encourage them to apply. Because once they are able to get approved, they either get stipend, which is obviously $500 or more from us, and or school supplies for your next year of school. So you're able to see that it is currently only available in the greater Houston, Texas and Milwaukee, Wisconsin areas to apply, but we are looking to expand this. How we expand it? With y'all support. A percentage of each incomparable purchase goes directly to this scholarship fund. So it's not just you advancing with attention. You're able to help tomorrow's leaders. It looks like my man right here, and able to help them advance their careers, advance their education, advance their books. So you're able to see all that. And you're able to see this. Look, I wasn't always a dropout turned doctor, right? When it comes with Incomparable now in our online store, I really wanted to be intentional on sharing my story. So this is when I was a dropout. That's when I grabbed my master's degree. And there's a couple other pictures here. 06 at Good Bros again. And when I started USC, and when I became a doctor, right here. So making sure that visual representation of growth is able to be here on a visual level for our online studio. This is why we're shifting away from calling it an online store, because it's deeper than that, right? So making sure that I'm really vocal, even though it makes me uncomfortable sometimes, y'all. We stepping outside of our comfort zone this year and beyond, right? So as you may or may not know, I do have autism. I am epileptic, premature birth, had a 28% chance to live. In 1984 was a pound and 12 ounces, was supposed to live, all those good things. So definitely here for a reason. I like to make sure that people know that disabilities do not define me. That's why I had to put my letters and things at the end of that, right? So those are just areas that I love to ensure that I inspire tomorrow's leaders and individuals who look to jump out the window a bit and start their own company, make their own dent in the world, because creators dictate the culture. And again, we welcome you to subscribe right here. So all these things they're all intentional. They're all intentional. Just with the scholarship piece, you're able to see a bit more with Chap on Company. This is really intentional here, as I make the segue, right? This is really intentional here because you get our core values, authenticity, advance, intention, inspiration, right? But you're able to see our dope brand ambassadors. This is Tony Gold. He is in Dallas, Texas. Super cool dude. He's been wearing a combo for a while now. And Trey Rogers wrist right there. One of the dopest rappers I've ever heard here in the Houston, Texas area. We got Tony Gold again. We got Deja. So advance your wrist. All of these things here on this page. I don't want to scroll too fast. I know I look at it way more than y'all, right? So wear less better. Where does that even come from? Wear less better is an ode to modern minimalism. It's not flashy. It's not anything that is anywhere near I'm looking for attention. It's the clean lines. It's the plain Jane. It's the sharp look, right? It's advancing your look. It's advancing with intention. It's advanced materials. It's sustainable materials, because we believe in doing good for the planet, right? So that wear less better is having that statement piece on your wrist, having the statement eyewear. It's feeling incomparable and looking incomparable at the same time. So that's why you're going to see Where Less Better pretty much almost everywhere on this page. So Where Less Better Authentic, it's less status symbol, more of an authentic life. Right? So making sure that that's prevalent. It's less access and more of an intentional life. So that goes again with advanced with intention. So those are all things that I would want for y'all to really get when we're looking again just at the online studio. It's less being a mindless consumer and a more advanced life. So the comparable is deeper than again what you're seeing on your face and what you're seeing on your wrist. And we're about advancing over stagnation via our commitment to combine innovation with ease of use. And big shout out to New, because she's in Dallas, Texas as well, Dope and Comparable brand ambassador. We go back. So making sure that y'all know the incomparable vision is to unify silent luxury and sustainability engineered to inspire you to advance with intention. This is an important photo here because you're able to see where Incomparable started, 2019. This is Duke. We didn't have the best materials here. And what I mean by this, we didn't have the sapphire glass. We didn't have the quick release strap. We had the date dial, it was dope. But we didn't have the same materials as we have today with Elevate Link Perry and our Haze geometric eyeglasses that come in smoke violet. So this is all illuminated. The dial's illuminated, sapphire glass, Swiss movement, double pin quick release strap, so you can change it at any moment in time if you want to. The Incomparable crown has the Incomparable logo on it, and it's still limited release, right? So if you look at those areas there, and it's a higher grade of water resistance as well on this particular timepiece, and it's from the Elevate Link collection. So you're able to see this throughout this almost 7-year run of being incomparable, where your business goes. It goes right back into the growth. It goes right back into our meteoric rise. So I wanted to make sure that I hopped up on here and I showed y'all the how it started, versus how it's going. So this is this particular page here. I really didn't want to go, too deep into any of these, but you're able to see, if we tap on Stockist here, that's where Incomparable is located. So for all y'all that are not aware, we have recently secured a partnership with Nordstrom. And again, it just goes with our core values here and our tagline, advance with attention. So to put y'all in the mood to go to Nordstrom, put y'all in the mood to visit us at incomparableife.com and advance with attention, right? So that's why that's there. So you see Cool Dad in Houston and what they have. It's really important for y'all to know, because I don't want y'all to go to any of these places and they don't have something that y'all are looking for. Of course, our online studio is going to have everything that you want as far as everything incomparable. Save a couple exclusives that might be elsewhere, but you're able to see Incomparable Select their Clarity Eyewear and Elevate Link collection. And big shout out to our IO Fragrance Studio in Bayview, Wisconsin, suburban Milwaukee. They have Incomparable Select Advanced Collection. And I'm gonna let y'all know they have Advanced Cocoa. They have it. Go see it. Go try it on. Go love on it. It's your favorite fall timepiece. 36 millimeters, coarse movement, you'll love on it. So online, you're gonna see the Incomparable's Elevate Link, Advanced, and Clarity Eyewear. So every single collection, including our Petite collection, is on Nordstrom.com as well. So you're gonna see our partner Spotlight. Big love to Cool Dad. They are the epitome of modernizing fatherhood cool. It's not your normal nonprofit. They've been on the Today Show. They have numerous accolades, and starting in 2020, they've been really making a difference, being a pillar in the community here in Houston. Like, I was super proud to partner with them, to build with them. Kevin's super cool dude, born in Houston, raised on the East Coast, is back in Houston now, and I just really love what they're doing at Cool and Dad, and wanted to make sure that Incomparable could be a part of it. Could be a part of amplifying that growth. So you can definitely get Select Incomparable there for all my folks, again, that's in Houston and the surrounding Houston areas. Definitely go visit. Don't even gotta tell them I sent you, but definitely go visit and check out all the other brands that's in there too, because you will definitely enjoy the vibes. It's more than just a boutique. It serves as a studio. There's regular events that go there pretty much every week or bi-weekly, and y'all just enjoy it. It's definitely becoming a pillar just in the Houston community. So again, man, Where Less Better, and you're able to see all of this down here. So I just want to give y'all a preview. of where this is going to go. And I really hope that whoever has watched this, and if you've gotten Incomparable in 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024, you're able to see the growth. You're able to see the growth. And you're able to see like where we've been. So for all of y'all that are new, definitely welcome. We hope you stay a while. We hope you follow us. We hope you stay connected. And most of all, we hope that you are becoming incomparable. So able to see that know, like, trust factor, right? Early on with starting incomparable and building incomparable, you can say a lot of it had to do with great timing. But a lot of it had to do because I had an authentic story. Like nothing is ever going to replace storytelling when aiming to connect with your target demographic, your target audience. If you need to convince people why your wrist isn't going to turn green, or the back of your neck isn't going to turn green, or your eyewear isn't plastic and going to completely crumble if you do anything with it. Like these areas and these platforms have been nothing but gracious when it comes to building business with Incomparable, when it comes to featuring Incomparable, and when it comes to making sure that Incomparable builds again that know, like, trust factor, because that is definitely a Achilles heel. Just being a Black founder, building that know, like, trust factor with our community and beyond. It's a challenge, but that's what we're built for as CEOs. I don't even like to say like chief executive officer. As a CEO, it's challenges evoke opportunities, right? So whenever I speak with my clients at Structure, I love to make sure to repeat that statement. Like you're bigger than just a person that signs checks and pays people and pays yourself and gets inventory and puts out fires. You're where challenges evoke opportunities. And with your smart business mind, that's how you're able to grow. That's how you're able to sustain. That's how you're able to scale. That's how you're able to create generational wealth and provide global impact to those that really identify with what you're building. Because once people identify with what you're building, it's beyond full and incomparable. It's whatever it is that you want to build, right? So again, you're able to see that get ideal clarity. You can try on any particular one of these frames here with the try on button here, and just advance and shop the collection. Get a whole video. So we want to have more of a modern look, just with everything, the whole continuity piece of Incomparable, down to the font, down to being able to easily search for something. Like if I want to look for manifest, that pops up right here. Popular suggestions, pages from our editorial, for our Inspired by editorial. You're able to see that there, where it has pages in our catalog. So we want to make sure that y'all are able to see where y'all support, where y'all business and everything is going. And you're able to see look incomparable, feel incomparable, our 4 core values. So you're going to see that a lot on the online studio, because we want to make sure that y'all know, again, authenticity, intention, inspiration, and advancing. And because y'all like to watch, because y'all be having questions, and because y'all be, where does your eyewear come from? How did you come up with your eyewear? How did you do this? How did you do that? We went deep. We gave y'all all of these measurements for everything. I know it looked real like physics, like, right? We got all of this here for the Clarity collection. You can see the previous halos, acetates right there, the lens, actual shade, all of that. Like this goes behind the scenes before and after. So we want to make sure that that is definitely pointed on the main page of our online store. So it goes to the design here, it goes to our commitments here, that shows you why we chose acetate, because sustainability shouldn't sacrifice luxury, right? And we have our blog here, and precision with attention for our Swiss movement Elevate Link collection. Right now I'm wearing Elevate Link denim blue. That is my choice for late summer, early fall, because you know, with it being September 22nd, it is officially fall. Right? Then we have our testimonials, just a couple of them. We did make a slight change here. We didn't want to have the old carousel. I wanted it to blend in just with the online store. I wanted it to blend in and still have a authentic look to it, right? So you have a few that you can see here. Just tap this. And all these are real testimonials. And Comparable is 5-star rated, and I'm so grateful for everybody across the board. We have a 100% delivery rate. And Comparable is 5-star rated on Google and 5-star rated on incomparableife.com. So much appreciated. And that comes from having a background in retail and in business. I don't like to make y'all wait for stuff. My team doesn't like to make y'all wait for stuff. Whenever we do particular orders, if something happens as far as there's a back order or anything like that, we like to make sure that we're at the forefront of communication, right? Because we really place ourselves into our client's shoes. And we can't charge what we charge. We can't promise free 2-day shipping like we do unless we have all of our I's dotted and T's crossed, right? So we're going to see a big, I don't even want to say jump, but a big dwell into why our values are the way that they are. And I really want y'all to see them, because these pictures are chosen intentionally as well. This is when we started Incomparable. I didn't have any grace. That's when we started Incomparable. And shout out to Forrest Miles. This is in 2020. This is our limited release Chrono Player 99 watch. Started out a couple years ago, so we wanted to make sure that we gave that some love there. And we talked about the global challenges that we face just with the pandemic and all the things and how I responded to it. And this is us advancing into Vogue magazine. So you're going to see a lot about that really in the press aspect. And I'll give y'all a glance at that in a minute. But big love to Joni Collins. She helped to design this whole setup. And this is the page that got featured in Vogue. So this is the same magazine cover that features the former First Lady of the United States and Jill Biden. So Dr. Jill Biden, excuse me. And we want to make sure that, that's there, right? Again, like that know, like, trust factor. And these are things that weren't, I don't want to say vocalized, y'all, but these were things that weren't at the forefront at our previous online stores, right? Like this is why I'm like, okay, I'm at a spot where Incomparable is good as far as positioning ourselves to be a major player in the premium modern minimalist space, right? For quiet luxury enthusiasts, right? We want to make sure that that's there. And then you got my grill there, wearing Clearview, and just talking about that transition from advance your risk to advance with intention, and how we introduced this is our main logo now, but our new logo, sharper brand positioning and the expansion to prescription ready eyewear. Because when we started our eyewear, a lot of y'all asked, do y'all have blue light? Check, we got that. Do y'all have prescription? Check, we got that. Do y'all have FSA and HSA? Check, we got that as well. So we have that partnership with Flex, and if y'all are looking to use FSA and HSA on any prescription ready eyewear, definitely can do that. It's right on incomparableife.com. So making that innovation with ease a key component for y'all Incomparable experience, like that's everything, because it's more than just shopping. We wanted to make it a point, just definitely within reason, to ensure that we have that trust factor in y'all all across the globe. That's why we talk about where we've been, where we're going, and who's partnering with us and who we partner with, and being intentional in those spaces. Because if you try to be everything to everyone, you become everything to nobody. And that is not a good look as you grow your company. And again, we have our core values here. And big shout out to Sierra. And Incomparable authentically inspires quiet luxury enthusiasts to advance with intention. So we love to make sure she's wearing Advanced Black Sands 40mm quartz movement watch there. And we talk a lot about the Incomparable Scholarship Fund. This is all going to be on our homepage. And again, look, y'all are welcome to subscribe. We're Elites Know First. So the last thing I'm going to talk to y'all about, where y'all been? And this is only some of the channels that we've been on. So this is ABC, TNT, Fox News, CNN, OWN, NBC, VH1, Home Shopping Network, QVC, MTV. We've been on BET. We've been on so many other places, right? So that just builds, again, like that know, like, trust factor with Incomparable, right? We've been on over 30 television channels. I just didn't want to bombard y'all with a gang of logos, right? So it's like after 10, like you kind of got it, right? That's at least our goal. After 10, you kind of got it. So you're able to see when we're in Vogue, and this is in 2021, and this is really important because you're able to see, you know, the sustainability, the longevity. Even though, you know, we're not a heritage brand, we're not 70 plus years old. Big respect to them, but we're intentional, right? So we love to make sure that we spoke directly to our Black queens that read Vogue, and to everyone that wants to feel incomparable that read Vogue. All right, and the same thing happened here with GQ, with our house ambassador Jack Freeman that's wearing Chrono Player 99, right? And it just was a great look to build that, again, that no like trust factor, and, you know, being a Black doctor, exuding these things, right? Like getting to these areas was like, they're proud moments, but as a CEO, it's more so what's next, right? Like what am I ready to do next? Like what am I ready to where am I ready to place incomparable? Like who else around the globe is ready to feel incomparable? Who's ready to advance, ready to be inspired, ready to be intentional, and all those things, right? Because authenticity, you know, plays a part in that. And we're just really partnered with Nordstrom. One, it's a great look as far as solidifying ourselves again in a quiet luxury accessories market, right? But it's something to really be proud of. So, you know, but we're only at the beginning. We're just getting our work started. You know, getting into these places and getting these partnerships and all the logos and all the things, like that's great and all, but we're nothing without y'all business. We're nothing without y'all support, and I 100% appreciate it, because we can't inspire the globe to don't be regular, being comparable without y'all. So I hope y'all got some value from this. Hope I inspired one or two people with this dope look for our online studio. Y'all drop us a comment, share it with about 2 or 3 people. And if y'all have not subscribed, y'all definitely subscribe and stay connected. Visit the vibe at incomparableife.com. And I really do hope that y'all enjoyed the presentation. I really do hope that y'all enjoyed it. Like, this is something that mentally has been on my brain to do, but I just didn't jump out the window and do it. All right. So we got the jitters out the way. We got it out the way. So again, y'all visit the vibe at incomparableife.com. Visit us at Nordstrom.com as well. And as always, y'all, peace and love.